Hey guys, this is my third attempt to start this video. I keep having silly little problems. Um, so this video is all about, I've been having the 3 and 4Q level on my mind recently, mostly because of a couple new students that are in this 3 and 4Q range trying to get better. And my style of teaching is to get the mind right. How do we do go thinking? And I'm going to try to recreate. Yeah, you're looking at the right board, KGS board. So I have Crazy Stone in the background that you can't see, and then the KGS board where I can do variations on the main board that you can see. Okay, so I'm making over here. This is not the actual position that we were looking at the time. And let's say black invaded at A and white just played B. It was this kind of situation. Okay. And in that situation, it was proper for black to contact the strong stone. Okay, now again, this is not the board position. I'm just showing you an idea that came up. White went forward. Okay, so this is the idea. Black's move was here. Now, like I said, this isn't the board position, but hopefully you can see, well, yeah, Q players are going to play here every time. They want to go from the stone they just played, A, over to the main stone at B. And, they're imagining this situation, and they have some situation where they have a nice, great group. So he's playing it's a good idea, right? It's like you're settling your group. What's the problem? So the problem is that the A stone in the situation we had in front of us, which is not this situation, that's the main stone. That's the invading stone. We want him to live. The B stone is a secondary stone. We don't care about the B stone. So playing here puts 100% effort into saving the A stone, which is an unimportant stone. So, right, in my mind, I'm thinking of my conversation with this guy, and he heard that, and he's like, "Yeah, he hadn't thought of this before." He's like getting this idea, right? So he's like, "Well, okay, then here." I said, "Yeah, that's obviously possible, but you're not using the secondary stone." And he tried this move and that move and all moves but the main one. I said, okay, A's the main stone, but use B with it. All of a sudden he's thinking, oh, give up the secondary stone. We don't care about it and get out. And of course, if white doesn't respond, this is just an amazingly wonderful result for black. And he got it. And I'm like, going crazy. I just love when people get it, when they start seeing the new way of thinking. Okay, so that sort of thing's on my mind. And that's making me passionate about wanting, let's play a game with these new ideas. So I set Crazy Stone it's at 3Q. We're black. Yes. And we're about to play a game. So I'm putting a stone on Crazy Stone. Oh, start the game. And I will turn down his click. And he played here on the KGS board. And now I've got 2 empty corners to choose from, but notice there's a hole here. I would love to put a black stone. Okay, good, you can see that. I got three boards in front of me, right? And I get confused which is which. You know, A, B, C, D, one of the four, right? There's a hole there that I want to put it in. So I'm going to play this corner because that faces the hole rather than the other corner, which does not. They're both fine, but this is the more natural. Okay, so I play there. I believe that A is the more appropriate move because it's an influence move, and I have two influence stones prepared, but it's just not my style. So I'm going to be playing at B. And make that crazy stone move. He plays here. I'm going to settle. I'm not even going to think about it. He comes in. Okay. So these ideas, and this is another one that he's just the last couple of days starting to understand, not just intellectually, but like in his bones, like, oh, yeah, I get it. You know, that feeling of getting it has to do with area one. Not only is it not as wide as the other areas, it has the A group, and more specifically the A stone. It's a strong, finished group. Black has zero desire to add to it. It's a waste of time. Why am I adding to a living group? Just so area one is small. Now, white tends to play there. Now, I know it's computer doing it. White tends to play there because, oh, black, I don't want black to start taking that. Don't worry about it. It's the small area. We want him to take it. Okay, so when we see white play there, our opponent plays here, that information is what guides us. We're not going to pinch. We just said we don't want to play here. That's the small side. Let him play there. As a matter of fact, you might want to force him to play there. Oh, but white got this group, and now I feel bothered. We got the big side, the top. He's getting the small side, the left. And there's lots of IG in there. We can just do anything we want in there. Okay. Where to now? Well, now this is something that Q players don't get much. Okay, I'm making sure all the boards are correct. Step one, how is our A group? Is it fine? Healthy? How do we decide? By counting our options for health. If we have at least 3 options to get healthy, then we are therefore healthy. Because if we remove 1, we still have 2, which gives us, I can go to the left, I can go to the right. So whichever one I do, I still have freedom. It makes sure we're comfortable rather than I only have 2. He took 1, I only have 1. I'm forced into directions that I might not want. Every move of his ascente, we're feeling choked. Okay. So how many options do we have? And options include running. It's a great option for health. I play at 1. I'm out. That was nice. Another option, I can live in 1 move. Well, if you can literally get 2 eyes in 1 move, that's a pretty good option for health. Option 3, I'm going to remove a couple white stones. And now we say, you know, that A stone, that's a pretty weak stone. He can't do much attacking if he's that weak. So if he's weak, that's an option for our health because he's so limited in what he can do. Okay, so that's an option, which in this case doesn't exist. He's fine everywhere. Okay, so running, living in 1 move, or he's weak, so he can't do much. Okay, so far we have 2 options, 1, 2, that's a direct route. I'm running straight out with a good solid step. True, I'm contacting. However, it is a strong stone I'm contacting, but it's just a direct route. And when you're counting running options, you don't go, "Ooh, I'm running." No, we don't. That doesn't count. That's a silly little one step. No, it has to be a full step. Okay, 1, 2, and finally we have 3. Okay, 3 options for health. We're fine. Next, we ask, is he weak? Nope, he's fine. Now we're on to big areas. We need to, and as I'm just going to assume you know that we're now going to count the big areas. I've explained why many times. I'd be delighted. I'm stopping myself from doing it again. So if you want to know, just let me know. The habit you need to be in to, that's funny, the habit you need to be in to make sure you develop the good habit. So something's wrong with that sentence. To make sure your thinking is correct by nature, just something you do automatically, count them every time. Count all the big areas. Because if you don't, I'm going to say 70% of the time, I'm making up a percentage there, you'll have missed it. Because what appears to be the small one is often the biggest because of the character. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And we're saying that area 4 is either part of 1 or part of 2. So we don't mark area 4 because that's, I don't know, either way. Corner, there's a corner and there's 2 sides. Let's just, for now, I'm going to say 2. Area 3. And then we have an area 4. That's corner does not belong to white. It does not belong to black. It is therefore one of the natural big areas on the board. Okay, then we compare. Area 2, we're looking for characteristics. Area 2, it's the widest. Now width is the smallest of all the characteristics that I can think of at the moment, but it's still a very nice characteristic. Let's check out the other characteristics in area 2. The A stone loves area 2. Please let me extend there. I love extending. That's what the 4/4 does. His B stone loves extending. So there's 3 reasons to play on the right. A loves it, black loves it, and it's got wonderful width. Okay, so that's totally in the running. Now we look on top. A loves it. C, this bit of an overstatement, needs it. Need is much stronger than want. Well, what do you mean it needs it? It's got an open skirt. It's an unfinished group. It's not a weak group. If it was weak, then we would accurately use the word need. But so need is not accurate. More strongly desire, unfinished. C's unfinished. So I'm going to pick area 1 over area 2 because of this. And again, I wish I had a word right now other than need. I want to finish. So C has is a stronger desire, might be another way of putting it. So far for me, I'm going in area 1 between the 2. Area 3, I would say that the D group is finished. It doesn't want to play there. It doesn't have an open skirt. It's a finished group completely. So he's saying, I don't want to play in area 3. I don't mind. I mean, it's pleasant, but give me a break. I don't need to at all. So between 1 and 3, I'm still going with 1. Now, if you played here, is this a lack? I don't think so. playing in a big old corner in a big old area, no problem. So there's no outstanding things yet, just big things that we can take advantage of. Finally, let's look in area 4. And we're going to name its characteristics. The E group is not weak. However, that's Sente. White gets the corner for free. That's one of the biggest things you can do in all of Go is get something for free. The only thing bigger is if it's double free, double Sente. Whoever gets it for free. Which this might be. We'll look in a minute. But notice, well, that's not a particularly big corner. Well, no, it's a medium-sized corner, but it's for free. That's quite special. Next, if black plays it, I wouldn't call that Sente. May not be literally Sente. White's not going to die or anything, but that clearly affects those two stones. So area 4, in my mind, has gotten big. Okay, so let's get rid of some markings here. Now, my fear here is I'm not going to be able to complete this thought very well, but we'll just move forward hoping. Okay, area 4. Let's look with new eyes. Area 4, not very big. Medium to a little less than medium, maybe. I'm not particularly encouraged to play there. Well, but someone just said it's big. Yeah, it's because it's Sente. If we take away the Sente part, it's no longer that big. So we want more stability with the A group, even though it's perfectly healthy. Double check our math here. Boom, boom. Oh, we're healthy. Oh, you fool. What? We are perfectly healthy. Okay, so our health is not the issue. His Sente is the issue. So if we come out, ooh, he doesn't like that on the left. We did this in Sente. He comes out. How do we feel now? Well, I would still feel a little like little chokes here. I'll go ahead and come out maybe now. That looks like a very pleasant group. Or come out again, which affects area 1, area 2, area 3. This stone is reaching out to all the board. That's a big deal. Okay, so that's my take on this position. Let's just tidy up with a few ideas, with a few questions. Question 1, do I think I'm right? No way, shape, or form. I do not think I'm right. I've never felt that way in Go. I have a very high respect for how amazingly deep and difficult Go is. So I've never tried to be correct. I try to, okay, how do I think here? I want at least an 85% value move. So I think through this and I think, okay, I'm going to end up here. Now the 9-Dan Pro walks in and says, well, I understand what you're saying, but that's only 85%. I mean, that's like a 1-Dan. That's pretty weak. I'm like, well, okay. A lot of people would dream of being 1-Dan. Good, strong, consistent moves. And he says, what's a lot better is to start this attack and therefore blah, 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 blah. It's like, oh my God, all that complex, difficult stuff. Sure, that might be better. He might even say that this one's better. Fine. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm saying let's think it through so that we can, in all cases, come up with a solid, strong, at least 1-Dan move. And most commonly, an excellent move. For instance, 9 done. Now, I know that's silly, but you thought it through. 9 done, 9 done, 9 done, 9 done, 9 done, 9 done. Okay. So our present situation, this might be our first not 9 done move, or it might be 10 done. 9 goes, oh, that's so strong. Okay. So for that reason, I'd come up. White's going to play. I'm going to play again. That gives White Sante. White's feeling pretty good on the left, feeling alive, can't really get surrounded. And White does what? Now we're going to, no, we're not. I was going to work through White's move, which might be appropriate, but I'm just going to, okay, there's the board. Oh, we haven't done, there's the crazy snowboard. I get mixed up with all these boards. Okay, so now we're going to, this is where we are in the game. So we did a lot of thinking there that wasn't necessary. We'll see what happens. Aha! He is doing what we thought. And he does play away like I thought. Now, I don't think this is biggest, but we won't work on White's moves, just Black moves. Okay. As you're playing, what do strong players do when they're playing? Let's assume the 9 Don plays here. And he's thinking, oh man, I'm just so healthy. This is great. I've got a real look at area 1. That's going to be easy to deal with. His B group is healthy, but it's behind enemy lines. I can do stuff, and he's thinking about it, right? He's not like he's going to do it next move. He's carrying the group with him as he plays, carrying the thoughts along. And he has emotional attachment to all these ideas. Oh, area 2. Oh, I'm like, oh, I can do stuff over there. What about area 3? Well, you know, there's nothing urgent there. You know, there's other things to be doing. And he's carrying the thoughts with him. So now, boom. Oh, that totally affects my A group. So immediately you reassess. And he would come up with, I think he might do a couple tiny readouts on, he might even not even know he's doing it. He would come up with an emotional response because he's been here so many times. He's, oh, now I'll do this. And he's going to play a 9 dot move. But we have to think it through. Okay. First thing to notice, we've been attacked. Well, define attack. White has removed one of our options for health. We used to be able to go to the corner for our health. We can no longer do that. Oh, I better check. How am I doing? Well, let's count our options. That's our method to train our mind to think like his, our hypothetical 9 done. Option 1. If I play at 1, gosh, I got some strong shape I'm getting, really excellent. And it gives Black 2 cuts to worry about. That is to say, if White does nothing, he's got 2 cuts. So it's a meaningful move towards health. So 1, I can run to the right with meaning. Even though it's a small step, there's lots of meaning. 2, dead end, and you're not really making eyes, and you're not really bothering White. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, it's nice, but I wouldn't say it's worth, ooh, I'm now getting healthy. No, it's just kind of a small thing to do. 3, run. 4, run that way. Oh, I'm sorry, 3, run that way. 4, run that way. Oh, I have 3, 4, however many. I've got lots of ways to get healthy. So I will not respond for the sake of health. Now remember, back here, black to play, we're completely healthy. We played here due to size, not health. If we don't respond, we'll be perfectly healthy, but he gets a free corner. I don't like that. So I'm going to play here because of the size, not because of the health. So here, we're healthy. I don't see a reason one way or the other to do anything. So we're okay. He's okay. Now we're dealing with big areas. Out of habit, we count them. I'm going to mark area 4. Well, no, these 3 areas are in the opening. These are opening moves. Area 4, that's middle game. Okay, so we can't mark it. We're in the opening. What are the characteristics? Well, A's unfinished. Everything else is just width. Okay, I don't see anything else that holds special characteristics. Okay, so I'm going to deal with area 1, which may or may not mean playing in area 1. Okay, so remember here. Oh, that corner, it's so big. Well, it's only big because he gets it for free. So this move is removing his big corner. The reason it's big because it was for free. It's no longer for free. Okay, so this was in response to the corner. So dealing with our open skirt, area 2, might mean, for instance, it might mean this. Oh, but you didn't close the corner. Yeah, but I'm dealing, you didn't close the skirt. Yes, but I'm dealing with the open skirt as I'm doing a powerful secondary idea, right? So we link ideas together. That's a huge thing to do. Now, I like this move. Let's talk it through a little bit. Now, remember, the reason, the purpose of this video is that I've got these new students in mind, and it's like, how do I get them to, they're starting to get it. How do I pave the way so they can really get a handle on it? Okay, so here we see this problem. We've got cuts everywhere. Okay, let's follow the idea through. And just like when we originally started this, we talked about the main stones and the secondary stones. The A stone is absolutely primary. We do not want to get hurt there. The B stone, that's the extra stone. Okay, so play there. Oh, you're cut now. Great. Now we know if he cuts us here, oh, he's going to die. That's our strong area. He cannot survive there. We don't need to read it out. It's 6-2. We're way outclassing him. We're alive. He's not alive, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so we're not concerned about that. That's our concern. Now we have a decision. Use that, but now this is a sente instead of a gote. That really changes things. All of a sudden, maybe he can do something. Our last variation, we were here and it's our move. Not so much now. Okay, so we want to keep our eyes on our main subject. So we're coming here. Oh, we are strong. We have excellent points. And next move, gosh, we're just, Atari. I mean, he's in trouble. He has 2 weak groups. Okay, so he has to do some sort of, if he plays this way, we get that move in anyway. If he doesn't play that, then later on, this could be a problem for him. And remember, that's not even an eye, right? That's a false eye. So if he doesn't take the stone, in 75 moves, there's going to be an issue here, or could be an issue here. Okay. So we look around the big areas. We realize that A is unfinished, and area 1 is indeed a magnificently large area. How do we fix how do we finish A? Well, bothering white, that's a good way. Now, white's better than that. White knows that he's actually going this way. There's a lot of ways it can go here. White, let's just look. That's one way. And oh, we're fixed so good here. We're just totally fixed. He might go this way. Well, now we have some options. This is such a wonderful move. Is it strong enough? That's the question. You'd probably end up doing a little reading. My personal method here, I would go 1, 2, and immediately I see the tiger's mouth. He can't cut me successfully. Now, I didn't read that to completion. I just go, oh, wonderful shape for me. There's no way. Maybe it turns out, oh, he could do it. Yeah, but it's still terrible for him. I'm so outgun him here. So I would play there without much thought. But you think about it, you might decide, I'm gonna back off and go here. You might even say, I'm gonna fix this way because that fixes all the cuts. Whatever you decide. But in all cases, your A stone has gotten help. Okay, continuing. Boom. We decided to go here, I believe. Place here. Okay. He did not attack us. He got nice and strong. So that's a different kind of move, right? He got ready. Ready for what? How about ready for that? This is starting to be a little bit of a bother. I feel like I'm still unfinished. How do we finish that? A comes to mind, B comes to mind. Anything else? I guess C kind of comes to mind, building a very large top framework, so hard for white to come in. I guess these are the 3 moves. I don't like any of them. Now, what do I want the student to be thinking? I want them to think, well, there's 3 options. C, center, thin, what am I doing? Toss it. A, I get a corner. I love corners. Not only that, but it prepares me to come on in. Man, it hurts him dramatically. B, I still don't think that's my points on top, right? I'm not sure I'm alive at all. That I can kill him. So go with A. Kind of a simple, straightforward. Oh, but that's only 90%. 90%? How many times have I heard 7 and 8 dons and they go, oh, that's a terrible move. It's 98%. Extraordinary move. Oh, but everyone knows it's a loss. 2%? Give me a break. It's not even a point. Yeah, 90%. Oh my God, that's wonderful. Just imagine you start playing 90% moves. You're 3 done, 4 done. Okay. Yeah, don't worry about, what's the saying? Process, not perfection. Yeah, just play better moves, then play better moves, then play better moves. Okay. Let's say that's it. We've really looked at what I wanted to, which is how to see the board well. Staying on topic. What's the topic? What subject are we talking about? Are we talking about my weakness? If so, I think I'll stay on topic and talk about my weakness. What else will we talk about? Well, he's weak too, but I really want to defend. Great, then defend. And can you also mention his group in the conversation? Oh, we're talking about two things at once. Okay, I think it all makes sense. And we'll catch you all later. Okay, bye.